Hi there, I'm Daria Mallon, and I work with business owners and professionals to have confidence in their marketing and business development activities. Let me ask you a question. How do you want to be remembered? And I don't mean in a what will be written about me in my obituary or what legacy will I leave behind kind of way. I mean practically, right now. After you've met someone in a new business setting, do you think that they get you and what you do and it matters to them enough to remember? Or do you always wish that you could have told them just a bit more to make the right lasting impression? A few years ago, I was speaking at a luncheon put on by an ad agency. There were about 50 people in the room, and I was there talking about creating impactful messaging. I had some time before things got started to walk around and meet and get to know my audience, as I like to do before I present. I met one gentleman who, when I asked him what he did for a living, he spent a long time telling me all of the things his company did and how they did those things. It had to do with market research, surveys, focus groups, data analysis, and a bunch of other stuff. Only because I already was familiar with what a market research firm does could I deduce the main functions of his business. Being very conscious of the time because I hadn't made it to all the tables yet, after about the 11th minute mark, I politely cut him off and I kept on going to meet everyone else. So the lunch was served and then I got up to speak. In my presentation, I shared how important it is to narrow down your messaging to only the most crucial points when you first meet people, what specific products or service you sell, and what main benefit those products or services provide to the audience you're currently speaking with. I don't care how you do all those things you sell, the process, the details, the price levels. In the 2 minutes or less that you're sharing with me, hopefully not 11 minutes like our market research friend, I just want to hear the what and the why. The how can come later once you've intrigued me enough to want to learn more. Your introduction should be the first date, not the marriage proposal. So when everything else was done and the guests were cleared out, that market research gentleman came up to me after and said, "So I guess I really screwed up when you asked me what I did for a living, didn't I?" So I said to him, "You guys do a lot of things, but knowing that I'm a business coach, you could have told me just what would be most relevant to me about what you do. So if you'd said something like, we conduct market research studies for businesses to find out if there's a market for their new offering before they develop and release it, I would have been able to walk away thinking, I think I know about 5 people right now who need that exact thing, and I could have accurately referred people to you. But because you made it so hard for me to figure out what you do, I essentially gave up trying to think of how you fit, and I just forgot about you as soon as I walked away." Are you making it hard for people to understand what you do? And do you find that people you've met, even years later, still aren't even clear on what you do? Is it because you're actually saying too much? Your job is to make it easy for people. If you're struggling because you simply don't know what to say or how to say it, now might be the perfect time to join my Rethink Marketing program. I walk you through the steps and share with you my special formula for creating your impactful messaging. We'd love to see you there.